In the scorching hot summer months, as the sun begins to set, the snakes begin to move. As they emerge from their shaded hiding spots in the woods, they come out onto the roads to soak up the heat from the midday sun. And that's where this video begins. Yep. Alright guys, it didn't take long. We have our first rattlesnake of the night. Let's get a closer look here and see what he is. So this is a black-phased timber rattlesnake, and he's just out on the road trying to soak up all the warmth he can now that the sun's gone down. This isn't a small-sized snake by any means, but I think we can definitely find bigger throughout the night. After about 10 minutes of driving, we have our second rattlesnake of the night, and let's get a closer look at this one as well. Much different color variation on this one. This is a yellow-phased timber rattlesnake, and this is an absolutely gorgeous colored one. We'll get her shooed off the road so she doesn't get ran over, and we'll move along looking for the next snake. Even after a little nudge from the stick to get this rattlesnake moving off the road, this snake still never rattled. Unfortunately, back out on the main road, this rattlesnake was met by another vehicle before we got there and were able to shoo him off the road. It's only a wound back by its tail, so there's a chance the snake can still survive. We pushed him off into the brush and moved along. Back on the dirt roads, we found snake number 4. Let's walk up here and see what we've got. This is another yellow-phased rattlesnake, and this one's definitely not as brightly colored as the last one, but still a good snake nonetheless. And a few miles down the road, we have snake number 5. We actually drove past this snake and caught it out of the corner of our eye as we were going by at the last second. We came back to get a better look at it, and this is a small black phase rattlesnake, the smallest of the night, just over probably a foot long. And just a few hundred yards down the same exact road, we come up on another rattlesnake, the same size as the last one, except for this one is a yellow phase. Do you think these could be out of the same den? Let us know in the comments. On our way to the next dirt road, we found this giant yellow phase in the middle of the hardtop road. We got out and got our tongs and scooted off the road. We tried to do it as quickly as possible in case another vehicle came. You can see our 4-ways here flashing against the snake. We wanted to get this snake off the road as quickly as possible because this is the same exact road where we found that big black phase earlier in the night that had been run over. This snake is doing a good job of getting off the road by himself. However, we are parked in the middle of the road and there could be cars coming. So a little tap to the tail and he's off into the bushes. Back on another dirt road. If you're keeping track, we've come up on snake number 8. Holy shit. So as you could tell, this one caught me off guard a little bit. Most of the snakes we came up on tonight were nice and calm. However, this one was definitely the exception. And just a few minutes later, here's snake number 9. And you may be wondering, how do you find 9 rattlesnakes in one night? And it's pretty simple. We live in a super high density area of rattlesnakes, and they are absolutely everywhere. On top of that, we are covering miles and miles of road in one night, as it's the most effective and quick way to find a ton of snakes. This is the same snake just a few minutes later. He finally turned around and decided it was time to get out of the middle of the road where he can go back into the weeds and he's safe from getting ran over by vehicles. While driving these roads in the middle of the night looking for snakes, you never know what you're going to find. This was a big black bear that crossed the road in front of us, and we were lucky enough to catch up to it in time to get some footage of it. At this point, it was after midnight and we were exhausted, but this is snake number 10, a good round number to end the night on. I didn't even bother getting out of the truck because I could tell it wasn't a huge snake. Now it's time to get home and get to bed. If you enjoyed this unique type of outdoor content that you don't see all over the internet, make sure you check out our channel for a lot more.